Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm so excited to bring you my homemade chicken parmesan. This is one of my all-time favorite meals to make, and it is seriously so delicious and so easy. You only need a few ingredients and you probably have them in your pantry. So I'm just really excited to share this with you. I love making this when we have time to just sit down and enjoy dinner together. So I am really excited to bring this to you, and I hope that y'all are enjoying my new style of videos. Please let me know. I love to hear what you have to say. Let me know if this is something that you're enjoying and something that you want to see more of. So with that all said, let me share with you what you're gonna need for the chicken parmesan. All right, so first things first, you're gonna need some butter, and this is not, you're not gonna need all of this butter. I'm just using it to be able to cut. We're gonna need some eggs, and obviously some chicken breast. I like using thinly sliced chicken breast, so this right here is about 5, but there's some that are really small. We have some breadcrumbs and some all-purpose flour. I have some basil leaves, some fresh cracked pepper, salt, onion powder, garlic powder, olive oil, some Parmesan cheese, and some mozzarella. And that is seriously all you need, besides the pasta, of course. For chicken parmesan, I really like using angel hair, but seriously, do whatever pasta you have on hand or whatever is your favorite. I have a pot, and this is my stock pot that I love using. I'm going to grab a mitt because this gets really hot, and it is boiling and it is ready for the pasta to go in. So like I said, I'm using angel hair, and because it's just Zach and I normally only use half of a container each time we use it, and if we have leftovers, we'll use it for the leftovers. But yeah, we normally only use half of this because it is just a lot of pasta. So I'm going to add that in and let that cook for however long the package says. I just realized I forgot 2 of the most important ingredients, and that is fresh basil. I have mine right here, so that's why I didn't show it, because it was on the side getting watered. And then also some fresh homemade mozzarella marinara sauce. I know this looks kind of weird, but I made it a few weeks ago and stuck it in the freezer for when I was gonna need it another time. So I just ran it under hot water until it thawed out. It's definitely important. I will leave a link down below for my homemade marinara sauce, and you can use jarred. There's lots of good options. I just really like making mine homemade. I think it tastes better, and it's a lot healthier and has a lot less sugar, and you can customize it. So anyway, I think my pasta's ready. I'm gonna check on that, and we will drain that and then get ready to start breading and dredging the chicken. My pasta is done, so I'm just going to take it out of this stock pot, and all you have to do is literally lift it, and that drains out, and then you have the pasta. Now you have the drained pasta and the pasta water if you want to save it. Oh, it's getting foggy. And because this is angel hair, I'm just gonna run some cold water over it because I don't want it to keep cooking. It is so thin and it will continue cooking, and I don't want it to be gross. So just run some quick cold water over it to stop the cooking. Perfect. All right, so now we're gonna work on the chicken. And first what I'm gonna do is I'm going to season the eggs, and all I'm gonna do is add in some salt and some fresh cracked pepper. I went ahead and added in the pepper and the salt, and then I did the same for the chicken breast. And for the dredging, which just has plain breadcrumbs and all-purpose flour, I like using plain, but Italian is good too. The reason I use plain is because I like to season mine myself with the granulated onion, granulated garlic, and then the basil leaves. But seriously, do whatever is easiest for you. I just like doing it this way. I just like every single part to be seasoned so that every single layer of the chicken is delicious and has flavor to it. So now what I'm gonna do is just mix this together, and then we will go ahead and add in the rest of the ingredients to the flour and breadcrumbs. So just whisk this together pretty quickly. And I'm doing this in a bowl, but you can do it in like a pie dish or another casserole dish if that's easier. I just knew that my chicken breasts were going to be thinner, and so they would fit into this bowl. And now it's time to add in the basil leaves, the garlic, and the onion. And I also like to add in a little bit of shaved Parmigiano Reggiano. You can leave this part out. I just think it gives a really good flavor. It's almost like a Parmesan flavored dredge, and I just think that that adds so much flavor. I am just going to finish mixing all of the ingredients together, making sure everything is well combined, and then we can get started on this dredging process. And all we have to do for that is go ahead and take one chicken breast and just kind of lightly coat it with the egg yolk and do that, and then transfer it to the breadcrumbs and flour, and then it'll go from there into a little frying pan, and that is where it'll crisp up and just really be able to cook. I wanted to mention that the reason I'm using flour and breadcrumbs is because I really like them combined. I think the flour holds everything together, and the breadcrumbs creates a really nice crisp and just like crunchiness to the chicken, and really that is what chicken Parmesan is. So adding both of them really adds 2 layers of crunch and just goodness. So I think doing both is wonderful, but if you only want to do one, definitely go for it. That's just a thing that I like doing for my chicken Parmesan, but seriously, do whatever you love. And you just want to shave in about 1/4 cup of Parmesan, and then you can mix that all together with all of the seasonings. I turned on my stove and added a saute pan right here, and I'm just going to add in a little bit of olive oil. That looks good. I'm just gonna let that heat up for a few seconds so that it'll be hot enough when the chicken is ready to go in. Just finished mixing those egg yolks in, and I'm just gonna take the first piece of chicken and just lightly dunk it in the egg and kind of drain it off. And then you just wanna plop it in the breadcrumbs and get both sides. I like to kind of like push it on there and then shake it off like this to make sure that every single piece is covered. And this is exactly what you're looking for. It looks perfect. I just finished the chicken, and I'm grabbing a knife because I want to cut a little slab of butter into the olive oil. What this does is it really helps to give a nice flavor. I'm gonna do about a tablespoon, and if you added just the butter, it would honestly burn, I think, because this does have to be a higher heat. So I like to add in both, and you'll see that I do this on a lot of my recipes. It just really helps to let the butter have flavor. Think our butter is melted. So the first piece, and let it go to town. You really want to hear that sizzle, so make sure that the pan is hot enough when you put the chicken in. But I also wanted to say, don't overcrowd your pan. I can honestly probably add in 1 more chicken breast, but I really want them to get a good sear, so I'm only adding 2, just giving them their own little space. It needs to brown just a tad bit more, and then we will remove it to our other side plate. And look how cute this plate is. It has a burn on it. I'm not really sure how that happened, but we got these at the beach, and one of them says hello sugar pie and the other one says hello stud muffin. I just think they're so cute. Okay, so these are looking good. Place the chicken on the side, and you could even put it on a paper towel. Just kind of let some of the oil drip off. Yes, Look at how perfect that crisp is. All of these look so good. I'm excited for this. What I went ahead and did is I grabbed a casserole dish and I put the pasta in like this. You don't have to do this, but I like doing this because I like to put the chicken on top of the pasta. Well, in the sauce, I put the sauce on top first, then I put the chicken and then the mozzarella and the basil, and I put it under the broiler for a minute, and that just helps melt the cheese and it just turns into deliciousness. So anyway, have the sauce here. I'm not gonna use all of it, but I'm just going to kind of layer a little bit on top of the pasta so that it has the sauce on it. So I added in the pasta sauce, and I wanted to say that this is, first of all, this is what it looks like. And I don't toss the pasta in the sauce because I like to just be a light layer, but I will add more sauce on top of the chicken once it's on top of the pasta. Anyway, I'll show you so it'll make a lot more sense. I'm just gonna grab one little piece and just place it on there. And I'm just gonna do this for all of them. And you just want to layer them on. Perfect. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to grab some more sauce, put it on top, and then top it with the mozzarella. It is time for the chicken Parmesan to go in the broiler for just a few minutes. You really want to watch this. And this is honestly just to melt the mozzarella cheese. So let's go ahead and put it in the oven. While the chicken Parmesan is in the oven, we are also steaming up some broccoli, and all we're doing is just literally, there's water in there. We will add salt, pepper, and butter. All right, guys, it is time to take out the chicken parm. Zach is gonna do the honors because it's a little bit difficult to do with one hand. Oh my goodness. I mean, how can you not die for that? That looks so delicious. Thanks, babe.
You're welcome. Please don't die, though.
Okay, so I'm just going to add some fresh basil on top. Fresh basil is my favorite herb. So, so, so good. All right, let's get this plated. Oh, yes. We're gonna have to, like, cut it. All right, guys, it is time to dig in. I'm so excited for this dinner. Zach, how you feeling?
I'm gonna eat the healthy stuff first.
So we are going to dig into this dinner, and Zach's too tall. We're going to eat our dinner, and I hope that y'all enjoyed this recipe. The link for the, oh, we can't forget Finn. The link for the marinara sauce and the chicken Parmesan is down below. Be sure to check it out. I really hope that y'all love this video and this recipe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Hi, Finn. What you doing? Here, get your bowl. 1, 2, 3.